welcome back to another episode of Wolfman Walsh's Garage. I'm your host, SpongeBob Brake Pads, because that's what we're doing today. I'm sure all that was really loud, and I just cut it out to begin with, so... Good times. Nothing better than driving down the road and pressing on the brakes and hearing grrrr. I love these giant tires, but they sure do weigh a lot. I bought this truck about 2 years ago. Yeah, just shy of 2 years ago. And they are in desperate need of some brake pads and shoes. Rotor looks okay. Bypass the rotors for now. Maybe next change. Or we'll put this back together and see how they work and how they feel, and maybe we'll still just end up changing them out. We'll see. Where's my drink? I'm gonna need my drink. Not that kind of drink. I know that's what you're used to, but just some sustenance. So I'm gonna kind of tie these two videos into one. I was gonna do a video about this knife, and I only use this knife when I am working on the truck. So I figure, why not two for the price of one? There it is. And we will talk about the second Smith & Wesson knife in my collection. Now, there was a short on this knife a while ago, 2 years ago or so. It was a gift from my dad. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Not the short that I'd planned on doing today, but my father just stopped by and he said, I know nothing about knives, but I saw this and thought I'd get it for you. Happy, Thursday, son. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So obviously we knew it wasn't a gun. That would have been cool too. But this is a Smith & Wesson M&P. Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. That's like, man, it's a little stiff, but actually it's not. Not really any markings. I don't know what the steel is. The handle is this grenade frag rubber. Oh, it's tipped down. Oh, I haven't carried a tip down in a while. So, oh, and then there's this little key ring tool screwdriver bottle opener. Thanks, Pop. So yeah, if you saw that short, thanks for watching it. If not, now you have seen it. So lucky you. But it's a gift from my dad, and he is a diesel mechanic by trade. So he was buying some tools off the Snap-on guy. I believe it was the Snap-on guy, or the Matco guy. Couldn't tell you. Maybe I said it in that short, I don't remember. And he saw that box sitting there and was like, hey, what is that? And the guy was like, oh, it's a knife. You want it? And my dad was like, sure, my boy's into knives, I'll give that to him. And so that is how I came to be in possession of this Smith & Wesson frag pattern knife. I don't know if it has a name, but I pretty much just turned it into my vehicle working knife, because it's just steel it's just cheap steel, something I can beat on, something I can sharpen pretty easily. It's got a rubberized handle, so if I'm having to work on something, it fits in my hand, it fits in with gloves, it doesn't cause any hot spots, it doesn't really slip, and if I drop it, it doesn't chip the handle or anything. So yeah, so it's become a really good kind of a garage knife. It is tipped down, and it does not transfer over, so it's right-handed only, tipped down. It's been a while since I've carried a tipped down knife, so whenever I do pull this out, I have to, okay, got it. But it's not much of a mental thing for me to have to think about. Black, PVD coated. It is actually very well centered for Smith & Wesson. The only thing with this one is, and if there's a B-roll shot to show you, I will. I have bent the tip. I don't remember the tip being bent when I got it, so at some point I did that. But once again, this is just a beater knife. That's what it's for. So, great little gift from my dad. It came in this tin and also had like a little tiny screwdriver. You saw that in the short as well, but I've lost the screwdriver. I know I took the screwdriver out of the tin, and I think my kids destroyed the tin with a basketball one day, so I don't have that anymore either. Have kids, they said, right? These are just rusted, beat to death pads, which has something to do with probably why they were squalling as bad as they were. I'm wondering if these were like some sort of second-hand something or others, because I've seen brakes that bad before. But that's on me because I actually hadn't done the brakes on my truck in the almost 2 years that I've owned it. So anyway, fix that. We'll have to get a clamp to depress the calipers before we go back together. So yeah, Exhibit A versus Exhibit B there. Yeah, brakes were gone. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let me go find a clamp. Sorry, that was convenient. You have to get a clamp and got a phone call at the same time. So, am I a mechanic? Absolutely not. Was my father a mechanic? Yes. And did I pay attention most of the time? Yes. So, to get these calipers to go back in, I'm going to take a clamp and squish it down. There's no way I can move that on my own. And I remember I used to hate looking directly into the sun like that. I used to hate sitting out under the vehicle with my dad all the time. I was like, gosh, I'd rather be inside reading or doing Legos or Lincoln Logs or something. I hate being out here watching you do this. Little did I know that I would actually retain some of the information, but how much it would be helpful in the future. Hey, can you do my brakes for me? Yeah, sure can. Can you help me change my oil? Sure can. I've done, not on this truck. I haven't really had to do anything on this truck because it's newer. 2018, I'm the second owner. But like on my wife's vehicle, her piece of trash Chevy, we've had to put a new transmission in and kind of rebuild parts of the engine. What did I do 2 weeks ago? New hydraulic pump or steering pump, yeah. And had to do new engine mounts because all of her engine mounts were shot, so that was fun. Put a new air conditioner in that thing. Yeah. And my piece of crap Pontiac outlasted that, or will outlast that vehicle. In Pontiac, I did have to put a radiator in, but that wasn't too hard. That was really the only issue. That's not true. I had to put a new blower motor in. The heater went out in the Pontiac once. And by saying the heater went out, you had to turn the air conditioner on for the heat to come out, and if you turn the heat on, nothing happened. So that was interesting. All right, all that to move a caliper, or 2 calipers, back 1 inch. That did the job. No, the dog's still mad. She'll get over it. I've never been a fan of the clips. Like, I figure they put them in there for a reason. I don't really know what the reason is. I'm sure somebody smarter than me could answer that question, but yeah, I figure if they put them in there, I should probably use them. Just different times that we live in, I guess, right? I asked my kids, "You want to come outside and watch me, make a fool of myself while I'm recording a video?" And they're like, "No." I don't think I was ever given an option. It was like, "You're going outside." Oh, okay. Can't force kids to go outside nowadays. Somebody turn you into the Department of Children's Services. Okay, let's see. That in. Looky there. Almost like it was supposed to be there. And the whole point of this video, I haven't really used it, was this knife. I did use it a lot more on my wife's car because I had other things to tear apart, but yeah, these little Smith & Wesson knives, I think that was, if you buy this without the fancy 10 and the additional screwdriver, I think it's like 15 or 17 bucks. But commemorative pack, whatever it was called, was I think 25 or something, because I ended up looking it up because I was curious. So, good little knives just for beating and banging. You know, I would never bring my Fox core out here or anything like that, because I like that knife and I don't want to do anything to destroy it because it was a lot more expensive, and it's an S tier knife. You know, that's what I should do. I should do a video, an updated S-tier rankings video. Enzo and I went through and did a whole bunch, or we did our entire collection of knives. But that was like 2 years ago. We've gotten more knives since then. So I'm wondering, and I bet he'd be down for it, just going back and redoing just our S-tier. That's something y'all would be interested in? Because I think I only had like 4 or 5 knives in the S tier category at the time. Because I didn't own that many knives. I didn't own that many really good knives. So I bet I've got double the S tier now. And some of them may have changed. I think the ones that were in the S tier will probably still be in the S tier, but I bet 1 or 2 moved up from A to S. I need to discuss that with Enzo. I bet he'd be on board for that. So, alrighty. Well, looks like I've got this one back on. Now we just got to depress the brakes and make sure everything is kosher there. Yep. No movement in the actual caliper, so that's what we like to see. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to put this tire back on. This is why we don't do daily videos. Big ass tires. Get big tires, they said. They're fun. Whew. It's my dog shit. That lady walking her dog pooped in my yard. Thanks, lady. Okay. Yay, that was fun. Well, one down, one to go. Thanks for stopping by. I've been Wolfman Walsh, giving myself a hernia and a headache. And we'll see you next time. Take care.